wanted to feel.
Two friends of the Canadian North are poised to hit the stage at the Performing Arts Centre as the Hot Ticket concert series continues on November 30th. Arctic Crossing is a unique collaboration between Susan Aglukard and Stroud.
I knew he was a musician in his own right, that he'd written his own music and his own songs. And so we've been kind of back and forthing for a couple of months, and we came up with this idea, finally settled on an idea of the Arctic Crossing. I've been working on my own album, and there's two songs that are written at that point, have been written at that point. One's called Winter's Dream, and the other is called The Crossing. And the songs, a lot of the new albums are going to be about our ancestors as far back as the Bering Strait. So I thought, okay, well, here's a chance to try the story on stage.
The two artists have never worked together before, but Susan says the collaborative process has been natural.
Trust your instincts, be set free.
I think the beauty of creative collaborations, artist collaborations, for the most part, is when you come together, you almost immediately start working together. Whether you're developing an idea together to work towards an end goal where we're doing something together, or we're collaborating and the dancer takes her part of the conversation, his part of the conversation somewhere else, and I take my part somewhere else. It seems always that artists, when we come together, we're going to immediately start to create something. And that was the case with Les. On the phone we started talking, by email we started talking. What do you want to do? Well, here's what I'd like to do. What do you want to do? Here's what I'd like to do. Okay, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? And then we met, I'm thinking early March, late February, we met and we started kind of hashing out even more ideas. So I think as artists, in my experience anyway, it just seems to happen naturally. We're always creating something.
Aglukard's work has been acclaimed for years, and while the accolades are nice, for Susan, her work is part of a personal journey that she shares from the stage.
But I also share how I've healed enough through my art to be as whole a woman as I can be, and I'm good now. And we can heal enough, and we can engage wholly enough in our lives. And so that becomes part of, right now especially, with what's going on with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's report. The Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women's Inquiry has started. These stories are a support of all those processes. There are the dark things that have to be told, but there's also the healed stories that have to be told. And I think our art has healed us, and we share that healing and the truth. We're healed enough. There's always going to be skeletons in the closet, but here's how we deal with them. And thank God for the art, because we have an outlet. So all of that is shared now. So it's the time for these stories to be told, and art is the outlet.
The Performing Arts Centre date will be the first time these two Canadian artists will share the stage together. For tickets, call 905-688-0722 or visit the Performing Arts Centre website at FirstOntario PAC.ca.